Welcome, O wanderers of the wavelength, to the inner sanctum of the chilluminatti. You didn't find us by accident. You were tuned in. Behind this veil of shadow and signal, we gather, not to follow, but to question. So light your candle and lean back 33 degrees. Close the blinds and forget what they told you was real.
That you can't go on, and you're sinking low.
It's Saturday night.
Then again it will be. Though the course may change sometimes, rivers always reach the sea. Blind skies of fortune, each at separate way, on the wings of maybe. Far to go. Change has filled my time, baby, that's alright with me. In the midst I think of you and how it used to be.
Rock and Rio. Are you there? I am here. Excellent.
Yes, the same kind of story seems to come down from long ago. Two friends having coffee together when something flies by their window. It might be out on that lawn, which is wide, at least half of a playing field. Because there's no explaining what your imagination can make you see and feel. Somebody needs nothing, you'll get hypnotized. Now it's not a meaningless question to ask if they've been and gone. I remember a talk about North Carolina in a strange, strange poem. You see, the sides were like glass in the thick of a forest without a road. And if any man's hand ever made that land, then I think it would have showed. And that's why it seems like rain. They got me hypnotized.
Well, somehow, some way, we made it till today. I don't know why.
By the skin of our chinny chin chin, right?
Yeah.
Lying in bed, I shouldn't have said, but there it is. You see, it's all clear. You were meant to be here. From the beginning. Been so cruel, not being such a fool. Whatever was done is done.
Emerson, Lake and Palmer, ELP.
They were a good band.
They were. I had this record when it came out.
Well, if you ever saw them live, they were like super tight, man. They were great.
Yeah, man.
From the beginning.
Well, hey, this is Ground Zero Plus, Saturday Night Chilluminatti. My name's Jimmy. I am the master of ceremonies. And that cool looking gent over there, let's rock and Rio. Yeah. Man, I mean, you know, it is talk radio, but sometimes... Savoy Brown.
Came to the city, left my happy home.
Well, so now, here,
But I didn't realize
say hello to everybody. James over in the chat. What's up, Cindy? What's up?
King.
Is
Don't
over
forget
there.
King. Polly's in there.
Ohm over there. King Sweets on his magic carpet, taking a ride.
That's right.
Who else is over there? Wanda's over there.
Wanda, yeah.
Mike Mont was on with Polly today on her show. Great
Oh,
job,
nice.
Mike.
I'll have to listen to the replay.
Yeah, definitely listen to it. But he may forge you some heavy metal. All right, look. So, a street corner talking. What's the name of that jam?
You know, sometimes it's better to let the music do the talking, right?
Oh, yeah. Now you're gonna have me playing Joe Perry, Let the Music Do the Talking, except for now it's an Aerosmith song.
Well,
He had a solo album he came out with, Let the Music Do the Talking. I think that was the name of the album. Or the
yeah, I
record.
think it was.
Yeah. And
But that was it was solo. That wasn't Aerosmith.
right, but now when you type in Let the Music Do the Talking, it's
he-
Aerosmith with Steven Tyler singing it.
Oh well, maybe Aerosmith does it now, but I don't think it was originally Aerosmith. Maybe it was. I don't know. I'm not too sure.
Who I gotta finish shouting out the chat. So Polly's over there.
Polly?
Yashua Reloaded, Fingerman is cruising through somewhere. He said LA. I don't know if he meant Louisiana or Los Angeles, but either way, he's cruising, listening to the show.
Nice.
Now I can't. I'm having a hard time reading. Extra Rich over there. What's happening? Good to see you. Area.
No, it's Extra Eric. Extra Eric.
Extra Eric. All right.
And then Area 51 Guns.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. And woohoo, Amber 2. She's over there. Look at her. She's right there. All right. Are you in the Ground Zero chat? If you are,
I am.
just go ahead and shout them out. Because
Chris is in there.
what's up, Chris? Good to see you. Good to hear. Good to know everybody's over there hanging low.
Looks like Clyde may be lurking. Polly Nation is over there as well as in the YouTube.
Yeah, what's up, Polly?
Mitch, Lisa, Sammy, David, and a few anonymous people.
Anonymous.
Anonymouses.
Yeah.
And Sunny. Did I
So,
say Sunny?
I see the fucking volcanoes going off in Hawaii. It shot up 1,500 feet, lava 1,500 feet in the air.
Oh, really?
Apparently, yeah. So we haven't heard from Epic Journeyman, so I don't know if he's all caught up in his. He might have to all of a sudden fly over to the Big Island.
I saw something about Mount Etna in Italy too. Is getting ready to I forget which side of the mountain it is, but it's sliding into the sea.
Now, well, Trish, I haven't heard about it, but if you have heard about it, then you should call in and tell us about it, or somebody should search it up. It can't be me because I can't stretch that far to the keyboard right now. But Trish in the chat's saying that there's battleships off the coast, off the west coast. I hadn't heard about it, but it would not surprise me. I don't know if you remember that. You guys remember that cruise ship that went out? Like it got all of a sudden went dead, and people were sitting out there.
Yeah. Well,
that was a
there's
fucking-
supposed to be something big going on in LA today, right? So
That was a strike. There were submarines and stuff going on at the time, right? Right within our waters. I'm pretty sure they were Chinese submarines. I think there was a rocket fired from, what's the name of that? There's a base down near Los Angeles. There's a Air Force facility, and they shot a missile, and then that Michio Kaku dude came on and said it wasn't a missile. He said it was some other thing. It was a contrail, a regular one. That's what he was saying.
I don't know if I buy that.
Yeah, no, it was a whole.
I actually like that guy, but sometimes he injects himself into things he shouldn't.
Well,
Like I think he's a brilliant scientist, but on the other hand, he should keep his.
well, the day he tried to say that wasn't a missile, that was the day I knew he wasn't a real scientist.
Yeah, well,
He was clearly mouthpiecing for the man or whatever.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's the problem I do have with him is he's a mouthpiece for the man. But
Yeah.
the actual science that he does is pretty interesting sometimes. When he
Yeah.
does it.
I don't know. Well, if it's that easy to EMP a cruise ship, it doesn't sound too comfortable. It'd be stuck somewhere.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on one of those Carnival cruises, man. Those things go full on. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the price. I don't know. It seems like a lot of partiers go on those Carnival cruises. Or do they party?
Yeah, a lot of people like them.
They party nonstop. It's like a 7-day cruise. They get on there. They start drinking. They keep drinking till the 7th day. And then they sing a song and everybody goes home. Back to their lives.
I've never been on one of those big cruise boats myself. So.
Well,
I've been on little boats that have gone out, but never one of those jumbo cruise liners.
no.
Yeah.
Well, you either hear they're really great or they're horrible. One or the other. There's no middle of the road. There's no I went on one.
I might do it someday, but I don't really. It
Well,
just doesn't appeal to me that much, to be honest.
part of the new retirement is people that they don't live anywhere. They just go on those cruise ships because all the meals are included and all that. They just pay a certain amount of money. They just keep just going everywhere on cruise ships instead of living in a retirement home. You know what I mean? You're cruising around, you got your food. Somebody's coming there, clean the room up for you. You go
Yeah,
out,
I suppose you could always work on one too, right? Like if you wanted
don't
to.
want to work on
cruise.
one. No.
No?
If you ever want to work or do anything like that, all you got to do is go over to YouTube and find some videos of people that work there.
And you never want to do it again?
So this is yesterday. Breaking warship spotted off the California coast. Tanks, soldiers line the freeway 5 South. 5 South's in gridlock on the border of Orange and San Diego County. Drivers stare at massive Navy warships offshore. Well,
Interesting.
San Diego is a fucking giant Navy town. It's nothing but Navy in San Diego. Maybe they're freaking out because they're actually leaving the dock. What I mean? I don't know. They're heading to Venezuela.
I don't know. I haven't heard of any threats from the,
Ohm is in there.
across the
Thanks.
ocean over there.
Thanks, Trish, for putting that in there. No, I haven't heard about it. I haven't heard about the gridlock either. But I guess I'm out of touch. But it looks like it's happening yesterday. Is there any news on this No Kings thing today?
I haven't heard anything, but I haven't turned the TV on today, so.
All right, let me go over here and see if I see anything. Hold on. If I can even go over here. Let's see. No. I can't even go over there. You have to type it in somewhere.
Means I can't lean back 33 degrees anymore.
No. Not unless you have a wireless keyboard. And
Well, I mean, I guess I could reach the keyboard from here if I really wanted to.
Anyway.
I got my feet up and I'm leaned back. I got me a nice cold Oktoberfest going,
Damn, all I need, next thing you're going to tell me you're wearing a Hawaiian shirt with pineapples on it.
No, I don't do that. I'm wearing a pair of sweatpants and a black t-shirt.
as per usual.
As per usual, yes.
All right. So we rose up from 16 to number 12. So now we're on the second page. 2 back from Alex Jones. TalkStream Live. It's Ground Zero Plus. It's the Saturday Night Chilluminatti, and as you can tell, we're extremely chill, aren't we, Rio, tonight?
Yeah, we're relaxed tonight. I'm trying to just kick back and enjoy the weekend, you know?
Yeah. We'll see.
Beautiful fall weekend. We got the foliage going over here in the East Coast.
It's a beautiful day here.
Yeah, it was really nice out today.
Yeah.
I spent some time outside. Nice, warm, reasonable temperatures, you know, for this time of year, and wasn't too chilly. But you know, the mountains are turning into full color at this point. So we're getting there. Yeah.
So wait, you're having the leaves are starting to change?
Yeah, the leaves are changing. You know, everything's orange and yellow and red, and the foliage is out. The leaf peepers are cruising around at 30 miles an hour on the fast roads, but that's okay.
Well,
they're being chill too.
Yeah, it's always something. You know.
Yeah.
Today the weather's nice. Tomorrow the weather will be bad. You know, it's cold. It's hot.
I think the Apple Fest will be going on next. I think it's next week.
All the Renaissance Fair is going on up here.
Yeah, we got the Ren. Well, I think the Ren Fair just finished here. I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago.
I'm not sure. I think it's about to finish up in here too. But it has been here for like a month.
Yeah, I haven't gone to the Ren Fest in years.
Everybody's enjoying 70 degrees weather, looks like.
Yeah. Go over there and get yourself a nice turkey leg, you know?
Yeah, man. Let's get me a nice turkey leg. All right.
Somebody I know was over there a couple weeks ago, and he said the turkey legs are like $25 now for a turkey leg.
See, now Mike Mont.
See, you could buy a whole turkey for that, man.
All right, well, listen, we'll open up the phones tonight, too, in a bit.
Yeah.
See what people are talking about.
I think the phone is plugged in, so.
Oh, good. All right. Finger Man. Now, is he in L.A. or Louisiana? Did it ever...
I don't know. I didn't see if he answered. I don't...
I told you about living in the U.S. of A. Don't you know that I'm a gangster of love? Let me tell you people that I found a new way, and I'm tired of all this talk about love. And the same old story with a new set of words about the good and the bad and the poor. And the times keep on changing, so I'm keeping on top of every fat cat who walks through my door. I'm a space cowboy.
Cognitive warfare is the invisible front line of the 21st century. A psychological arms race where governments, corporations, and AI systems compete not for territory, but for your perception of reality. It isn't sci-fi, it's real battlefield unfolding under the banners of information security, digital trust, and neuro-innovation. At elite gatherings like the World Economic Forum in Davos, discussions about the brain economy, AI governance, and behavioral futures reveal how cognitive influence has become an economic resource. The mind itself, your attention, emotion, and decision-making has become the new oil.
There ain't no way around it, ain't nothing to say that's gonna satisfy my soul deep inside. All the prayers and surveyors keep the whole place uptight, while the keeps on getting darker outside. I'm a space cowboy. Bet you weren't ready for that.
Ria,
Yeah.
what is cognitive warfare? Well, it's coined by NATO researchers as weaponization of the human domain. It goes beyond propaganda or psyops. It targets the neural and emotional architecture of populations.
Interesting. I mean, it's a good definition of it, right?
Well, you can see. You see how it works.
I do. I
What's
see
up?
how it works all the time.
I know. I saw it working last night. Omega
Yeah.
Logos. What's happening? Good to see you over there.
It was. And apparently this morning, too.
Well, so it uses AI, neuroscience, and behavioral data to shape perceptions and behavior without awareness.
Hmm.
The core idea, if I can control your attention, I don't need to control your actions. They'll follow naturally. Tactics include algorithm echo chambers, social and reinforcement loops, synthetic personas and influence bots, targeted emotional manipulation, neural marketing, the fear contagion.
Oh, that's a good one. The fear
Yeah.
contagion.
Here's the journeyman. Gamified persuasion through platforms and apps. Information overload leading to learned helplessness.
Huh.
That just about covers it all, man. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Well, learned helplessness, right? We were discussing a little last night about the victimhood, the false victimhood, right? So
yeah. Well, I mean, it's all
it's all everybody else's fault
Well,
that
it's
I'm
all-
a victim.
it's programmed
instead of rising up and taking care of yourself, and
it's programmed behavior
it is. It
for
is.
specific filter bubble groups. So certain groups get certain behavioral nudging, and other groups get, the opposite, or whatever the subject matter is here.
Well, I mean, it ultimately comes down to the divide and conquer, right? Spread both sides out as far as you can, so that there's a cognitive opposition between them.
All right. So at Davos 2025, the Brain Economy Action Forum discovered how global innovation policy is moving towards neural integration, optimizing human cognition for productivity and alignment with AI systems. While the WEF frames it as health and innovation, the subtext is deeper. How to measure and monetize attention, how to harmonize populations through shared information streams. So that's what we're just talking about. Shared information streams. So people on one side of an argument are getting fed in their feed bag, or they're getting a certain bit of information, and the other people on the other side of the coin are getting a whole set of other information.
Yeah, like what I see and what you see are two different things, right?
Especially if we're on opposite sides of an argument.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So here, while the WF frames it as health and innovation, the subtext is deeper. How to measure and monetize attention, how to harmonize populations through shared information streams, and how to manage dissent as a cognitive disruption in a resilient society. Cognitive warfare under the economic lens becomes a cognitive governance, the management through patterns of social stability and efficiency. It's no longer just about influence elections, it's about influencing evolution.
Well, that's it sounds very eugenicist, right?
Yeah, man. Influencing evolution. So global advertising and data mining industries are morphing into perception economies. AI predicts not only what you'll buy or what you believe. Stock markets and social sentiment are entangled. A viral post can move billions in seconds, and we just saw that happening, right? And we just see that.
What was it that just dropped through the floor yesterday?
I don't know, but
there was something that
we saw
just completely tanked. Oh, the veggie burger company, right? Beyond Meat.
Oh,
right? They
yeah.
had some bad advertising or something happen, and they completely tanked. They're like below $1 now, and are going to get removed from the Nasdaq because of it.
Behavioral data is traded like a commodity. The ultimate insider information is inside your head. From a more macroeconomic view, whoever controls the cognitive bandwidth of humanity controls the flow of capital and consent. WF's interest in trust architecture and digital identity suggests a coming fusion of the financial systems and thought management. It's almost exactly like the fucking. It's almost like exactly like the storyline of the book I wrote.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of trippy. Militarization of the mind. NATO's 2022 and 2025 Cognitive Warfare Symposium openly stated that the human mind is the new contested domain along land, sea, air, and cyber and space. That means propaganda becomes neuroscience. Psychological ops merge with machine learning. Digital soldiers fight with memes and micro emotions, not bullets. The most powerful weapon is the one that doesn't look like a weapon. It looks like information. InfoWars.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that the title of that paper written by he who will remain unnamed?
Yes, it is.
Something like that. It's not specific.
I don't think it was exactly InfoWars, but it was like information warfare or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's see here. Let me scroll.
Well, I mean, we see it all the time, especially, especially in the media, whether it be mainstream or alternative media, right? Everybody has their filter bubble and their push in whichever direction that they want to go. And, when what you really have to do is look at both sides of it and analyze it and kind of pull the central truth out of both, both sides of the argument and kind of maybe come to your own conclusion on what it is, because one side's going to get pushed one way, the other side is going to get pushed the other way, and just like everything else, the truth kind of lies somewhere in the middle.
That's why you can't.
But you see a lot of disingenuousness in a lot of the reporting that goes on, right? They'll take a 10-second clip out of a 10-minute incident and make it look like one side did something to the other side, or whatever, and they do it so that it's out of context, and use that little out of context clip to to push your perception in the direction they want you to go with it.
Well, listen. At this point, when there is videos showing up on YouTube of people drinking their own piss and looking 30 years younger, that was the moment where they were sitting in some room somewhere going, hey, man, watch this. Watch how many people I can get to drink their own piss thinking they're going to look 30 years younger.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, that was a fad that kind of died quick, thankfully.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, I mean, at this point, moving people, populations, changing minds, and causing stress and strife is really at the, it's at a keystroke.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, let's just say, I don't do this, but I'm saying, let's say you wake up in the morning and you get a cup of coffee, and people used to go out to the front porch and get the newspaper. Yeah, but they don't do that anymore. They get a cup of coffee, they sit down, they got their phone, and they go somewhere. Everybody goes somewhere to do something, in the morning when they're drinking their coffee, do what they're getting ready. Well, if the first thing you see is some fucked up picture about something, some horrible thing, I mean, it's already starting you off like, right off the bat.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, it could start you off with a happy, something happened, something good thing happened or whatever, but it doesn't. For some reason, it starts you off this way, and then it just builds off you all day for the rest of the day.
It plants that seed in your mind, right? First thing in the morning. So you get your news from, Facebook or Twitter or wherever you go.
Yeah.
Right. And it's already polarized to puts you in a certain state of effect. And then you know when you go to work, you know you're thinking about that item you saw all day and going, man, you know that guy was mean to that guy and it
Yeah,
was
and you
just
go
so
over-
wrong,
you
right? And you're pondering it and you're stewing on it all day, and then by the end of the day, you're pissed off about it, right?
Yeah, and then you go to work and you see one of your friends there, and you go, "Hey, man," he didn't hear about it, but you go, "Hey, did you hear about the such and such?" He's like, "What?" "Yeah, man." Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Now you infected him too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's like a virus. It's like a mind virus.
it is a mind virus.
Well, I mean,
It's an earworm.
yeah, it's just for some reason, you know, we could see it's there. It definitely happens. No question about it. Now, for some reason, this YouTube situation has gotten out of control. Because like I was telling you earlier, now my CPU is up and my frames are way down. Like I don't know if it's because I don't have enough light on me or something.
Well, I'm watching the stream. You look okay.
All right. Well, I can see it's 15 frames a second right now. But anyway, it really doesn't matter. Hey, Zombie Wolf, what's happening? Who else is over there? Anybody else come by? I don't see anybody else new over there. Maybe there is. Oh, there's Brent.
Hey, Brent.
He's got the earwig going on.
Earwig, yeah.
Yeah, same kind of concept. Let me get back up here closer. It looks like when I'm in the dark, it's straining. I don't know. Either that or I'm too big. See if I make myself smaller. That'll help.
I don't know.
I don't know. She's breaking up.
You're not moving a lot, so there shouldn't be a lot of frame regens.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always something. If
I don't know. I've noticed for the past week or so. I mean, obviously you're far away and on a different carrier than I am, but internet has been a little weird lately. You know, I have 300 megabit per second fiber, which, you know, and stupidly low ping, like, you know, like 6 millisecond ping. So it, you know, and it goes down to 2 or 3, but every once in a while it just like craps out for like 10 seconds and it throws everything off, you know, videos shake and pause or whatever. And, you know, then it comes back and it's fine for a while. But you know, it's been going up and down lately for some reason. You wouldn't think that a solid fiber connection should do that.
No. Well, you're just getting ratcheted down because, you know, you're not part of the in crowd. You know, you gotta, you know, they ratchet you down. You know that, right?
Well, yeah, if you need to, but
No,
I
I'm
mean,
saying
like if
that-
I download something, I get my full. I actually get like overspeed. I get you know, I get actually like 340 if I download a big file. But just like for normal, you know, normal purposes, it bumps up and down at real random intervals. But I've noticed that not only here at home, but I've noticed that at work too. And you know, we have gigabit business fiber over there, so that should even be more stable. But you know, I don't know. So maybe it's just the workings of the networks.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. Anyways, I'm trying to get this thing squared away over here. I can't seem to do it. I'm trying. Maybe at some point I will. But in the meantime, it's Ground Zero Plus.
Thank you for the nice comment, Eric.
Are you getting ready for? You got those phones ready?
Yeah, the phone is plugged in.
It's ready to rock. All right. Well,
Someone may call if they so desire.
718-618-9905 is the number to call. It's Saturday Night Chilluminati.
Caledonia, Caledonia, seeing you walk by. Make a river twist and shout, chase the birds down from the sky. Caledonia.
All right, there goes Robin Trower. Caledonia. 718-618-9905 is the number to call if you want to give us a call. Looks like we're dropping off on TalkStream Live. We bounced down to 14, but we'll see. It's still early, Rock and Radio. Who knows?
Yes.
Maybe we'll rise up.
Zombie Wolf has perused the chat. I don't know if we saw him before.
Yeah, he was there a while back. All right. I don't know. That's from the Long Misty Days LP. Man. Oh, man. You know, dude, it's...
Who did that originally? Was that B.B. King that had that Caledonia?
I don't know. You'd have to type it up. You'd have to get out of your 33-degree chill zone.
That means I'd have to take my feet off my desk.
Yeah. You should take your feet off your desk and go for some organic Sharpton from the chat.
We could do that.
All right, anybody got anything in there they want to see Rio organic Sharpton? We'll see.
I might take your earlier suggestion for maybe next week, though.
Which one?
You know, the chatter who shall not be named.
Oh, I see. Huh. Well, we'll see. You know, weeks go by.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Next thing you know, it's January 20th or whatever.
Yeah, that could be. I'm sure there's a way around it. You know, it just kills me that I have to pay another, $15 a month for something I already had paid for free. So maybe in January I will up the ante. And
so what are we telling stories tonight?
We could.
All right.
Yeah, we could do tell a story.
See, Mike Mont digs the organic Sharpton. You should organic Sharpton right now before the next hour, and then we can tell stories. Otherwise, there's not going to be enough time.
Do the Speaker of the House guy. What did he do today?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I say, man, I haven't been paying attention to anything.
Well, I did actually. I listened to this one track. Right, there's this whole thing. It's been on South Park this week. With the, and I noticed it last week. I was playing Rocket League, right? And every week they have like a new kind of set of challenges. This week it's Scooby Doo because Halloween's coming. But last week they had this thing with 6-7, and I had no idea what 6-7 meant, and I just. I figured it was something I wasn't aware of, and okay, cool. Whatever.
Kids are being banned at school from 6-7.
Right. So, I looked into the 6-7 meme and where it originated from, and it was, supposedly it has multiple meanings. It was in England it was a gang thing about 10 years ago, but recently there's this rapper. I forget his name, Skrilla, I think. Skrilla, yeah. That, had a thing. And it's a reference to 67th Street in Philadelphia being a violent neighborhood. And he did a rap song, and it's in the rap song. And that's, it came out through that. And so I figured, well, let me check this song out. And, there's definitely some reverse in that song.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's this little sound effect at the very end of the song. I don't remember what it says forward, but it when I reversed it, the very last thing at the end of the song was the whole world is going to hell. So I think I have that still open here. If anybody's actually interested in that. But I mean, it was basically, you know, hell on the streets kind of thing. It's a crappy rap song. The song sucks, to be honest with you. But
Yeah, well,
but it apparently is the current meme for some reason.
you're just a crotchety old man.
Yeah, well, no, it's like I can appreciate some good rap, but like yeah, this sucks. I mean, it's very low quality garbage.
Yeah, it's not. Is it like? Is this better? Right here. Hold on. Is this better?
It's already better.
In my eyes, indisposed, in disguises no one knows, hides a face, lies the snake in the sun, in my disgrace.
I wonder how hard it would be to create a hip hop superstar with AI. I bet it wouldn't be that hard. And then all you'd have to do is find somebody to be that superstar.
I'm sure if you just it's popping up all over the place. When I was looking for music a little earlier this evening, I came across some AI generated stuff. That was noted as AI generated, and it's getting really hard to tell that it's not AI generated anymore. I'm telling you, it's getting close. They're reaching those levels. There's still some of them still have a bit of uncanny.
Isn't that
uncanny to them? But
I mean, isn't
they're getting
that
good, man? They're getting really good.
If you're the gatekeepers, right? And you're sitting there, and all of a sudden you don't got to pay nobody. You don't have to pay anybody to do anything. You own them. You own the song. You own the name. I mean, it's really the way it's always been, really. But I mean, this way, you don't even have to involve a human being at all, and you can reap all the profits.
The only thing that ends up missing from that, right, is we as people like to go see live shows. How do you do a live show with an AI? I mean, holograms?
Yeah.
It's
exactamundo, dude. Holograms.
Which is, at what point does the perceptual reality of the hologram and the AI generated music actually really replace the human and the talented individual?
Well, that's the thing, dude.
And that's a line we're getting dangerously close to.
Well, you bring up a good point, and it ties into something that I've been thinking recently. Because, for example, when you're sitting there and you're listening to a news story, all right, and here's this dude on there telling you this news story, whatever it is, and then there's somebody over here who's just making up a story. It's fiction. Okay, but you're listening to it. No matter what's going on, you're listening to it. And for the most part, there's no difference between the two. Because it didn't happen to you. It's a story about something that happened. But it might as well not even be real whatsoever. As long as it keeps you entertained. In other words, somebody's there sitting there telling you a story about something. Mm-hmm. About how they caught a big fish. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever the story.
Okay, well, maybe they reeled the big fish in and they flopped it in the boat, and so on and so forth. But maybe they didn't. But as far as you're concerned, you're still hearing a good story. So what difference does it make if the fish actually flopped in the boat? As long as you heard the story and then you made the mind movie. There's no difference between a fiction and a reality. if you're not part of the reality itself. You could just sit here and make anything up.
I guess that's true, right?
And now
I don't
you
know,
can
like,
now
but
you can
the
make
thing with-
videos with AI and make it look real good.
Well, yeah, and you know the hologram tech is getting actually pretty good too. I mean, it's still not exactly right, but I don't know. Like for me, even when I was doing a lot of shows or going to a lot of live shows to see other people play, you know, obviously you'd have to go see, you know, the bigger names like Metallica or Van Halen or whoever. You have to go see them in a stadium, so you want good seats so you get up close, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the back, you can't really see a whole lot, and you end up watching the screen more than you're watching the stage. But for me, like, I always enjoyed going to like the small clubs, you know, maybe 1,000-seat venue or 2,000-seat venue, where you could be actually up close and be in proximity of the stage with the, you know, the people on stage. You know, and it was real musicians, you know. It wasn't a giant stadium production, right? It was, you know, an intimate club setting, and I always tended to enjoy those shows more. And at this point, I still don't think the, you know, AI is at the point where you could replace that yet.
No,
But I don't see it being very far off in the future
the thing is there's no
where
substance.
it could be replaced.
There's no
right?
substance to a hologram. You can put your arm through it. You can wave
Yeah.
your hand and make it go away. Is the thing. And there's no, you know, what are they going to do when they have a hologram jump up in the air and land on the stage? Are they going to make the stage boards thump with a set of speakers that are, you know, under?
Well, I mean, maybe
it's-
eventually, you know, they have that, you know, you have a taptic engine in your phone, right? That simulates clicks when you tap on the screen. You know, maybe they'll have something similar for stage shows. I mean, it's not out of the realm
Pretty
of
soon,
possibility.
you'll be
but-
watching a hologram in the palm of your hand off your phone. You lay your phone down on your hand, and you
yeah,
lay it
it'll
on-
be,
down
your
on the
phone
table.
will have a full 3D hologram effect.
It will.
in the screen, right?
No,
yeah.
I've seen some papers on it.
Yeah, I've seen some papers and some demo tech on it as well. But you know,
California love. Woo. California knows how to party. California knows how to party. In the city of LA, in the city of good old Watson the city of Compton. We keep it rockin', we keep it rockin'. Ooh. Yeah. Now let me welcome everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest. Pack a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass hemp be. The state where you never find a dance floor empty. And pimps be on a mission for them greens. Lean, mean, money making machines serving fiends. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon. Now it's 95 and they clock me and watch me diamond shining, looking like I robbed Liberace. It's all good from Diego to the Bay. Your city is the bomb if your city making pay. Throw up a finger if you feel the same way. Dre putting it down for California. Yeah. California knows how to party.
Man, I gotta say that kicks ass, man.
that's a pretty good groove
I
right
know.
there, man.
Here comes Tupac, man. Hang on. Here comes Tupac. Ready? Here he comes.
City of Compton. City of Compton. Keep it rockin'. Keep it rockin'. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Yeah. Now make it shake. Come on, come on, come on. Shake it.
Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing hoochies screaming, fiending for money and alcohol. The life of a West Side player, where cowards die in a strong ball. Only in Cali where we riot, not rally to live and die. In LA we wearing chucks, not valleys. Yeah, that's right. Dressed in lokes and khaki suits and ride is what we do. Flossing but have caution, we collide with other crews. Famous because we throw grams worldwide, let them recognize from Long Beach to Rosecrans. Bumping and grinding like a slow jam. It's West Side, so you know the road won't bow down to no man. Say what you say, but give me that bump.
You know, 5 years ago, I would have never thought that gangster rap could sound so good.
Telling you.
It's amazing, man.
No, that's. You should see the picture they got us Tupac. Here, I'll throw it up on here. You guys got to see this. Looks good too. He looks good. Hold on. Hang on a second. Hey, it's Ground Zero Plus. It's the Saturday Night chilluminatti, and we've delved into some of this music here because I mean, literally, they're changing. Everything's changing. Look at it. Tupac and Dre, California Love, 1960 Motown soul version. AI cover. Look at Tupac. He looks fresh.
Amazing. It's amazing.
No, man, he looks fresh.
He does,
I'm
right?
telling you.
He's got that 60s hairdo going on.
That 60s hairdo is, look at that.
What do they call it? Like, it's the wax back thing or whatever, but
I don't know. I don't know what it's called. All
but
I know is
it
looks good.
Tupac
That's
looks
all.
like he could be one of the drifters in that picture, man.
Man, he's a solo.
You know what I'm saying?
He looks like a solo artist right there. He's just looking like, man, I'm Tupac. Check him out. That's pretty good. I forget what that's called. It's a certain style. But
Yeah.
It's really, like I say, it doesn't matter. It's everybody was doing that, you know? Well, not everybody.
Amber says Jackie Wilson. He looks a bit like Jackie Wilson.
Well, listen, when we come back, it's the top of the hour. When we come back, we're going to chill even more. It's going to be even more chill than it already is. No, I'm just kidding. It's not going to be real chill, even chiller. We're gonna take calls, tell stories. I think is what's going to happen. Is that what's happening, real?
Yeah, we could take some calls. Somebody want to call in, take some stories. I know you had that organic robotoid thing that you had looked at with the pregnant robots.
Yeah, no, that was. You mean that was like I said, that was like a fake news video.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd.
That ties into what we were talking about earlier with the managed perception.
Yeah. Well, listen, it's the top of the hour. We're going to take a break. Here's the Pink Floyds.
Oh, this is good.
Oh,
So this is Uncle Daddy's bike. So,
Uncle Daddy.
so my dad is over.
Uncle Daddy's daddy.
The Pink Floyds.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from a cold steel rail, a smile from a veil? Do you think you can tell? Did they get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for a cool breeze, cold comfort for change?
The Pink Floyds.
Did you?
Man, it's never ending. You could just have a radio station and all you did was play this other shit that sounds way better.
Too long in the midnight sea. Oh, what's becoming of me? Ride the tiger, you can see his stripes, but you know he's clean. Oh, don't you see what I mean?
never ending wheel. Say, holy diver, you're the star of the masquerade. No need to look so afraid. Jump, jump, jump on the tiger. You can feel his heart, but you know he's mean. Some light can never be seen. Yeah.
Load up all guns, bring your friends. It's fun to lose and to pretend. She's overboard and self-assured. Oh no, I know a dirty word. Hello, hello, hello,
Hello.
hello, hello,
Are you there? Rock and real.
I am here.
Are you leaning back 33 degrees?
Uh huh.
All right. Good. There goes Jimi Hendrix style psychedelic funk version of Nirvana. Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Yeah, that one wasn't so great. But
It's all right. It doesn't matter.
The deal one was really good.
Yeah, it doesn't. See, the thing is, what I'm finding out about this shit is I could sit here and play this all day long and never get a hassle from YouTube because it's a cover. Because I mean, it has nothing to even do with the other song, really, except for the lyrics and the song itself. But it's played in such a way that I don't think the algorithm can even catch it.
Well, it could, I suppose, if you played it long enough, because YouTube prints their own video. They encode their own videos to have recognition within the video, like when you upload something.
Well,
But,
this is just in this conversation.
They may not call you on it necessarily.
Just in this conversation, I'm bringing up an issue that's going to come up in the world soon, and that is that when you do create some AI-generated thing, you own that thing, and you own the copyrights to that thing. So, how does, for example, let me just say this. So, let's say this song got popular and started getting airplay all the place. Well, would Nirvana get any royalties from that?
Well, they would, yeah,
Probably
they would,
not.
because, well, they would, because whatever record company would probably sue for copyright infringement.
I don't know, because I mean, I know they could get something, but I don't think they could get what they would normally get.
Well, it has to do actually more, like the point system on records actually has more to do with the author and the writer than it does the actual artist. So, if I wrote you a song and it became a big hit, I would actually make more money off that song than you did.
The thing is, though, if you're somebody whose song has been transformed into one of these other kind of songs, let's say,
It's still my lyrics, though.
you didn't know about it and you didn't hear about it, but one day you're standing in some coffee shop and you're just sitting there and you can hear music in the background, and all of a sudden you focus in on it and you realize it's your song, and you're like, what the fuck? What is this?
Well, they have lawyers out there who do that kind of thing.
I'm just saying that version of Black Hole Sun is, that blues version. That's pretty, I mean,
Well, if Tupac were still around, whether he's still alive or not, but if he was still around and he heard that version, in the Dunkin' Donuts, he may not even recognize it as his own song. If he wasn't paying much attention.
that's what I mean. That's the algorithm too. The algorithm, I'm just saying, look at, I've been playing music on YouTube since you couldn't play music on YouTube at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten strike after strike. How many? I mean, it's years and years of this shit, man. Believe me. So, and these algorithms and what's going on. It's things have changed over time. It's like I can get away with a lot more now than I could, 5 years ago. Because
Yeah, well,
things have
they've
changed. People are not as uptight about it. In other words, they know if there's no monetization, they're not making any money. So it doesn't make any difference one way or the other.
yeah. Well, it depends. Those certain groups will still go after you harder than others.
Yeah, and hence,
You know,
why there's like certain artists I don't play on here. It's not because
yeah.
I don't want to play them. It's not because they don't belong in there. It's just because when I do, then I'm just gonna have to cut it out. That's what
Yeah.
happens. They
So
take the
Sony can
video
be.
down. Yeah, no, they take the video down and make me cut it out, and then you don't
Yeah,
get the full experience like you do over on Ground Zero Plus.
that's
See
right.
what I mean? But so the thing is whatever's happening, I don't know. But here's the thing: these songs are so much different than the originals. It's like it's crazy. It's seriously like if I was younger, man, all you'd have to do is just have it change a bunch of songs to that kind of style, and you have a whole set. And then you just grab a few of your buddies and start a band. And next thing you know, you're fucking playing this shit all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Packing houses, man, dance floors. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Well, see, when you get to that point, they might come after you. Well,
see,
it depends. It depends.
no,
If you put it on an album, they would come after you. But if you performed it live, they can't.
no way,
right?
man. Here's the thing. So like, say that you go down the blues route, the Black Hole Sun thing. Go this route here. Okay, so this is Black Hole Sun, right? That's Black Hole Sun. But the next song you cover, it's not the same band. It's some other fucking song from some other band that you turn into a song that matches this format. See, now all of a sudden you got a set. You can sit there and build a set. But the thing, why I'm bringing it up is because the way it used to be is you fucking heard Black Hole Sun, and you were like a blues player, and you played that, and then you shared it with a couple other guys, and now you have a song.
Well,
And
you bring
built-
up an interesting point because I don't know where AI would fall under live performance or not. Right? See, I could go out on stage and play any song I want. And even if I sell tickets to the show, nobody can hit me up for copyright on the song because it's a cover. As long as I, give some tribute to the original artist.
Right.
So right. So but if I would imagine if you tried to put it on an album and monetize it by selling the album, then they could come after you for it. But as far as a live performance, and that becomes a
Do a
thing. Like we're
live
talking
album.
about holograms, right?
Live
If you're
album.
doing a hologram presentation in a club and you monetized it through ticket sales, is that still considered a live performance or not? Like,
No.
that's
That's what I mean.
I don't know if there's any legal precedent on something like that.
No, and it's the people that jump on that shit right now. It's like people that went going around to people when they're sick, going, "Hey, we know you're sick. Pretty soon we know you're not going to be around. Listen, sell us your rights. So we're going to make movies with you later, even though you're dead. We're going to use your character. If you sign up right now, we'll give you your family this amount of money. And they're sitting around. They're like ambulance chasers because they know in the future. Let me ask you a question, okay? If I can bring back actors from the past, like a Humphrey Bogart, for example. Let's say I bring Humphrey Bogart back out of the past and make a new movie with starring Humphrey Bogart, okay? Why was Humphrey Bogart even a star in the first place? And why was he so big back then? Would he be just as big right now if you rolled him back out of the grave and made a new movie with Humphrey Bogart?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, they did it with Star Wars, right? They did Carrie Fisher and James Earl Jones. They
I'm saying these stars from the past, these people, these big giant movie stars and all these people. Would they be as big today if you rolled them out? Like, in other words, do younger people even give a shit about half of these people? Like, who's great?
I don't know.
The
Like,
people who's Errol
Humphrey
Flynn?
Bogart. I don't know if people would appreciate it or not. I guess it depends on the movie and the role he got, right?
What about all this? What about a lot of these female characters? You know, Marlena Dietrich, all these people. The way people were out in public. You know, the persona of the people. Actually, there seemed like there was more substance, you know, earlier on. But who cares about that now? Now it's all flash, no substance, just like a hologram. You know what I mean? Think of some of those characters, man. When you look back at some of that black and white shit, man, even the guy like wiping the window at the gas station, you know, while they're pulling in and having a discussion in the car, is like, you know, he's really putting his back into it. Shit. I mean, it looks real because they had to make it look real. You know what I mean? You had to feel like you were somewhere. Same thing with the old radio shows, man. You listen to those.
Yeah, I do.
Know? They had Foley artists, people, you know, guys walking down the alley. Somebody's got a pair of shoes going like this on the desk next to a microphone, you know, making a sound.
Yeah.
I mean, well, think about it, you know, where we are now. Look at how far we've come. You know, I'm just saying, if you took, it would take you a lot. Look at, if you put a band together, and you're playing a certain style of music and you're starting to do these copies and to write these songs and to get them perfect and put a whole set together would take you a fucking long time. And you could literally do it in a day, just pulling it out of your ass and just making it here with whatever program they're using to do this. I don't even know. You know what I mean?
No, I think rock does some of it, but I'm not even sure what they're using for music generation at that level at this point.
That's what I mean. If all you're doing is just going, hey, you know, give me a blues version of Enter Sandman, you know, or whatever. You just call it out, and then the next thing you know, there it is. 30 seconds later.
Yeah.
I don't know. I bet you could ask it to probably come up with anything. Like write me a theme song for the chilluminatti, and it would. You know what I mean? How many times could I say, you know what I mean, in 1 minute?
I don't know.
Go.
But I do know what you mean, though. I mean, it's the thing is it's at a level. Like I said, even 5 years ago, I would have never imagined that this was going to be the next thing that was going to come around, right? But it's hitting YouTube and other platforms pretty hard now.
Look, I got to do this.
There's so much of this stuff out there.
I just saw this and I got to do it. I mean, I know the show's not about this, and I know we're going down the AI hole, and it's hard not to, especially when you're discovering some of these great versions of songs that you knew, you know, with a fresh new look. Let's check out Back in Black. Ready?
Go ahead.
I've been too long, I'm glad to be back. Yes, I'm let loose from the noose that's kept me hanging about. I'm just looking at the sky, cause it's getting me high. Forget the hearse, cause I'll never die. I got 9 lives, cat's eyes, abusing every one of them and running wild. Cause I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Well, I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Well, I'm back.
Damn.
That almost sounds like Sammy Hagar singing,
Yeah, I don't know.
doesn't
man.
it? I mean, like it sounds like old Sammy Hagar being backed up by I don't know, 70s Temptations or George George and the Funkadelic, or I don't know, but that was good.
Listen to this here. This here is good. Hold on. Stand by. It's Ground Zero Plus. We went down the AI hole.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, and I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord, well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. I've seen your face before, my friend, but I don't know if you know who I am. Oh, well, I was there.
Damn.
What you did, I saw it with my own two eyes. So you can wipe off that grin. Know where you've been. It's all been a pack of lies. I can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Man, that has more of a Miami Vice vibe than the original, I think. I could hear that on Miami Vice.
That's like some Chicago club blues right there.
Man, dude, listen to that shit.
Well, I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time.
Now, see, this is what I was talking about last night. The
That
phrasing.
sounds like something you might hear in like the Kingston Mines, dude.
Listen to me. This is what I was talking about last night. It's the phrasing of these vocals and the notes and the way he's hitting those notes is designed specifically to make it appealing to you, man. In a way that it's a psychological way, because it knows specifically how to phrase this structure of this. I read a whole thing on it, man. Matter of fact, we talked about it on the show.
Yeah, well, it adds the emotion to it, right?
It said
Like,
that it knows.
It's got some soul.
That's what I'm saying. But I mean, it's coming up with that phrasing and that structure based around, the key of the song. I mean, it's making those choices. That's what I'm saying. If you were a vocalist and you were making those choices, I mean, you'd have to be one of the great vocalists. I'm just saying, the way he's phrasing that. There's a lot of emotion in that for something that supposedly has no emotion.
I can feel it coming in the air.
To it's ones and zeros, dude. It doesn't even hear that shit. It doesn't even know what that sounds like.
It's amazing.
And it's choosing it in that way and painting that, sound picture from scratch, from nothing, from you just saying, hey, take this song and make it into a blues cover. I don't know. Could you imagine if you were an artist and you got signed by some company and you're sitting and they call you down there and they say, hey, Rio, come on down. Dude, we got some, want to show you something. And then you go down there and you're sitting in the studio and they go, okay, take a listen to this. And they play this for you and they go, hey, Rio, this is your new song.
Well, what they would tell you is we're just going to have you just sing it and we'll have the AI correct it so it sounds like you.
Well, not even that. I'm just saying, let's just say you don't give a shit about AI, that you're just an artist and you're expected to creatively come up with some shit like this. And you're supposed to come out with albums every so often. And, you're supposed to sit there and fucking write songs and sit there and arrange shit and go through all the shit that it would take for you to arrange this song and make it into that. And some dude just comes and hands it to you and says, here, just like any artist up until this point, how do we know that? And I'm not saying AI did it. I'm just saying all these people that wrote all these great songs, man, maybe the dude came in there with a tape and said, hey, here's your new song.
Well, it
this
works
song.
that way for a lot of cases.
I know.
Even way back in the 50s, right? You had Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller wrote probably thousands of hits.
There you go.
And all different groups sang their stuff. And there's Chris Christopherson wrote like tons of songs and handed them out to different people, different styles too. There was rock and there was soft stuff, and
what's that Silver Lake movie?
So a guy like that now can so easily be replaced by a PC sitting on your desk. At what point do we as humans start losing our creativity because we don't need to be creative anymore? We'll let the computer do it for us.
Dirty Diana, 60s Motown blues. Man, I got to check this out. I'm sorry. We went down the AI holes, Ground Zero Plus, Saturday Night chilluminatti. Anything can happen, and this is happening right now. Plus, I haven't heard the phone ringing either. So
I want to call your attention to an earth-shattering change that's happening in our
that
society. that I
Tony
know you're
Robbins?
aware of. AI.
Is he still
Are
around?
you using it?
What do we need him for? We got AI.
Well, that's what he just said. AI. Why are you using it?
You'll never make me stay, so take your weight off of me. I know your every move, so won't you just let me be? I've been here times before, but I was too blind to see that you seduce every man. This time you won't seduce me. She's saying that's okay, hey baby, do what you please. I have the stuff that you want, I am the thing that you need. She looked me deep in the eyes, she's touching me so to start. She says there's no turning back, she trapped me in her heart. Dirty Diana, no, no. Dirty Diana, no, no. Dirty Diana, no, no. Dirty Diana, let me be. Oh no, oh no, oh no. She likes the boys in the band. She knows when they come to town, every musician's fan after the curtain comes down.
Fuck. Man, this is really good. I have to say.
It's somewhere between like Gary Moore and Buddy Guy.
I know, I thought I heard Buddy Whittington guitar style in there. It's funny you should say that.
A life that's so carefree. She's saying that's okay, hey baby, do what you want. I'll be a night loving thing, I'll be the freak you can't taunt. And I don't care what you say, I wanna go too far. I'll be your everything if you make me a star. Dirty Diana, Dirty Diana.
Dude, I'm saying, somebody comes in there with a piece of paper with some lyrics on it, You know what I mean? And you're a producer, and you see the lyrics, and you just come up with this whole thing. Bring in the fucking horn. I mean, I'm saying back in the day, you'd be like, bring in the horn section. You know, and all these studio players would come in and they'd play the horns on there. You know what I mean? The people used to have to sit there. There was like there would be like 100 people on a song like this. Wouldn't there?
There'd be a good number of people.
There'd be a shitload of people. And now look, no people. I don't know. I don't know, dude.
I don't know. It sounds great, but like I said, you know, at what point does it rob humans of their actual creativity? At what point do we stop trying to be creative because we can't compete with the computer?
Yeah, just like having to do math, and then all of a sudden they came up with a calculator.
Yeah, well,
it's like having to remember how to get somewhere, and now you have GPS. You know, your brain goes soft.
I used to know everybody's phone number. Now I have no idea what anybody's phone number is.
Exactly. Your brain went soft because you don't use it as much.
Well, that's it, and that's exactly my point. Like, at what point do we just put down the guitar and tell the computer what we want?
That's what I'm saying. I think we're there. I think we have made it.
Well, I mean, I still am not going to put it down for myself, but you know, like,
I'm just saying
the impact that this will have, like, within, you know, I mean, now it's still kind of an experimental thing, and it's gotten really good. But, you know, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, like, record labels aren't going to be hiring people. They're just going to be popping out music like this.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying a long time ago. You don't need if a record
you don't
company,
need the band on the road anymore.
Actually, you could just cast the band. You could just cast the band. It doesn't matter.
Well, you could just hologram the band, and
there you go. And then you don't have to pay anybody.
You only got to pay the guy to set up the projector, right?
Once you get used to it, then it's, you know, nobody cares. You know what I mean? It's like going to the airport. It's the way it is now. If you were born after 2001, that's the way it's always been to you. You know what I mean? And pretty soon, holograms will be just like people. And it'll be just like it's always been like that. You know, I've always known holograms. You know what I mean? I don't know. If you don't know what I mean, I can't help. All right. 718-618-9005 is the number to call if you want to give us a call. Rock and Rio.
Yeah, someone call in and give us your commentary on this.
I know it's gone, you know, we've gone down the AI hole, and I know it's not a good place to go. But sometimes you get...
But it's here, right? And it's you know, it may not be affecting you personally yet, but it will be soon.
Well, here's, I mean, it's never ending. I think, you know, the first guy that made one of these, he probably got like 1 million views, and then everybody else, all of a sudden, they just went, you know what, man, I'm gonna fucking...
Well, the first guys that used this stuff still had to actually, like, put it together and do sound editing and some other stuff, because they created separately. But now it's like you...
Okay, I'm listening to this.
Now it's just getting to this point where...
I don't care. I know we've listened to a bunch of these. I don't care. I gotta hear this.
What happens when
Hold on
like
a second.
Suddenly
This
become
fucking
like this?
shit, man.
Cases like this are practically textbook.
What is going on with this thing? And
YouTube rolled out some new commercial algorithms.
now it's the mouse thing where your mouse bounces away from the mute button. Hold on. House of the Rising Sun if it was covered by Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I wonder if you could find a real version of Stevie Ray covering that song, because it sounds to me like it's covered by a bar player who likes Stevie Ray Vaughan a lot, but it doesn't sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
I think what's off about it is his tone. His tone is not.
And the phrasing too. Stevie would slow. It's like I said. It sounds like a bar player who loves Stevie Ray Vaughan trying to cover. It sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan, but it doesn't sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Well, I don't know.
That one wasn't so accurate.
It's all right, man.
It's not. It's
accurate
not a
enough.
bad sounding cover. It's just not accurate.
A year from now, it'll be exact.
I'm sure it will be.
Wow. So there they go. The AI. They're marching on out. Were you watching his fingers on the video?
Yeah.
Yeah. So who knows? Maybe this is what's going on here. There we go. Maybe I fixed whatever was wrong there. Anyhow, it's Ground Zero Plus Saturday night, chilluminatti. Got about 25 minutes left of the show. If you're going to call in, 718-618-9905 is the number to call. You know, I thought you were telling stories. I guess no stories tonight.
Yeah, no. Somebody's got to call in and tell a story.
Yeah. Hey, Rusty, what's going on? Long time no see. Has anybody figured out what's going on with these names over in the chat?
YouTube decided to change it for no good reason. They said it makes it easier to interact with the people if you have their actual @ name instead of their
What does their
name.
@ name do for you?
Well, you could, when you, I don't know, I guess when you click on it, it makes it easier to find them or whatever. You know, just another stupid change for no good reason because someone behind a desk thought it was a good idea.
Yeah,
you know,
some
focus group said, "Hey, you know, you'll probably gain an extra 2 points of commercial time if you do this, or you know, whatever it is."
No, it's something way deeper than that, man. That is not just some little bullshit thing. Because I mean, a lot of these, especially Google and YouTube, you know, you have their whole. Never mind.
Maybe the AI told him to do it.
Yeah, could be. I'm laughing just because I saw "Smells Like Teen Spirit" reggae.
Oh no!
I'm not playing it. I just saw it. It made me laugh. It's just like what I mean. You can just do. People are just sitting around all day, like Epic was on with that shit last night. People are just sitting around with their AI thing, just going, you know.
Yeah, man. Take the VR goggles off, go outside and like touch some real leaves and smell some fresh air, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. You ever lived at the beach?
No.
Well, lots of people that live at the beach, they don't go to the beach. They leave. They go somewhere else. You live at the beach.
Yeah.
For some reason. So, I mean, like, for example, if you live in Hawaii, and everywhere you go is Hawaii. In other words, it's beautiful, it's lush, it's, you know, the trees, it's the jungle, you know, it's the water, it's the ocean, it's the temperature, you know, so on, the flowers, so on and so forth. You know, after you get done seeing it all the time, seeing it for a while, people just go back in their house. It's like living anywhere else. You know what I mean? It's not, just because you live there doesn't mean you're going to be out in it every day, you know, enjoying it. You could be. I'm sure there's lots of people that do, but for the most part, lots of people just going to work, coming home, just like anywhere else. Your surroundings are just beautiful, or so on and so forth. But, you know, so, I mean, if Epic Journeyman works all day and he throws his VR goggles on, sitting in his house or whatever, I mean, you know, you can't really dent him too far for that, you know?
Well,
you can't, you know.
I could, though, because like for me, yeah, I do that too, right? I get up in the morning, I go to work, I come home, I'm in the house at night, and I don't go outside. But when I'm off on the weekend, like I have like this overwhelming desire to go outside and not be in the house and you know work in the garden or do whatever just to get out, right? Like just to have that fresh air and not be in the building kind of thing.
Yeah, I get it. No, I mean, I understand.
I mean, maybe other people don't want to do that, but I can't. Yeah, I could very easily become a basement dweller and sit in front of a computer all day as well. I mean, I have tons of stuff to do, and I make effort to take myself away from that. But I don't know. I guess if you did that all the time too, that would be miserable as well, right? So
I don't know.
I don't know. I see because for me, like the whole virtual thing, like I want to experience real life, not something on a screen, not something artificial and
But hasn't
I don't want to have a jam session with my computer, the AI on my computer. I want to play with other people.
Yeah, but the other thing is, people during the Michelle Pfeiffer incident, people got instead of going anywhere, people got used to like watching these 4K videos of 4K video of this place or that place, and it's like this person's walking around there. It's like if you had to walk around there, if you wanted to go walk around there, you'd have to fucking go down there. You'd have to get a smart ID.
Well,
or a
I could
passport.
understand
You
it for
gotta-
something like if, say, hey, I wonder what it's like to walk around Paris right now. All right, so not everybody can just hop a plane and get over there for the weekend
That's
to,
what I
to
was
take
just
a,
trying to say.
take a trip around.
That's what I was just saying.
But uh, like I'm close enough. I could go to the city and check out the Museum of Natural History, or I could go.
Why would you want to do it though, man? If you could just sit on your ass in your house. and
Well,
just
because there's reality involved. Like
you might get mugged on the way down there.
I don't know. I see. I guess part of it is my negative screen attitude, right? I don't want to. I don't want to sit and watch everything, watch the world go by on a screen. I want to go out and enjoy life in the world.
I know you keep saying that, but
Right.
what I'm saying is, I'm saying that people got used to staying in the house, and I'm not talking about you. I mean, there's
Yeah,
lots
well,
of people.
yeah.
Like I say, there's lots of people that live in Hawaii. They're going kayaking. They're fucking hiking up the top of mountains. They're fucking drinking coconut water. They're swimming in the ocean. They're fishing.
I mean, even Epic talks about going spear fishing and whatever, right? And surfing.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I mean, you could live like that, but that is not the majority. That's a minority. Most people, when they think about having to go down, get a smart ID or a passport, go down, buy a ticket, or go over there, stand in line, go through all that, pat it down, so on and so forth, fly over there, get over there, same thing on the other end. You know what I mean? When they can just go on YouTube and just watch a video of it, and then just go in the kitchen and get a sandwich or whatever.
Well, I can honestly say I have watched stuff like that on YouTube.
Well,
You know,
now,
but
well,
I wouldn't spend my entire life doing it.
Well,
If
right
I
now-
watched a 10-minute video here or there, that's one thing.
right now, though. So what I'm saying is, there's going to be an immersive experience for you soon, and then you'll be immersed in that 4K walk, and you'll actually be in it and being able to interact with other people who are also on the same 4K walk as you.
Well, I suppose if it got to the level of like Star Trek holodeck kind of thing, maybe it would be more intriguing. But
Especially if you're living in a smart city and you got like you're in like a shared housing where your $1,600 a month universal income goes a long way. With the common kitchen and showers.
what was that?
What?
Ding ding.
I have no idea.
Oh, maybe did somebody try calling in and I missed?
Could have been.
Oh.
I can't hear it. Here's another Phil Collins, I Don't Care Anymore blues cover. Oh, man, it's too much. What's going on, Rusty? It's good to see you. I'm trying to see the chat. I'm squinting. Anyways, 718-618-9905 is the number to call in case Rio missed the call.
Oh, somebody is calling in.
There you go. I don't hear it ring, so I'm just a...
Hello. 413. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yellow.
I'm gonna try calling back. It's a bad connection.
Oh, can you not hear us?
Bad connection, he said.
Are you? Yeah, I can't hear. Let me call back.
Bad connection. All right. No, I got a rating yesterday after it said how was the call on Teams. It was asking me, so they seem to be they must be getting a lot of complaints, and they're trying to
tell it sucked.
I didn't even respond.
Okay.
It's not a full time.
Right.
Well, listen, I'm gonna ask the big question tonight.
Hey, you guys. I guess I can hear you. You're just really low. I can hear the delay on YouTube, but your volume is low. I guess I'm high because they can hear me on YouTube, but.
All right. Well, I don't know. Rio's over there jostling buttons, trying to make it happen, Captain.
Yeah, I turned the output up a bit.
All right.
Oh, okay. I'll just push the phone to me. Or no, I was just thinking about how you guys are talking about AI and how you're referencing how people don't go out after the scamdemic. And I've been a bouncer for like 15 years.
Yeah.
And really, yeah, people don't go out anymore. Like I used to have work every Friday, Saturday night. Now it's like just Friday, barely any Saturday, no pool leagues, no dart leagues,
Yeah.
People don't go out no more. And
yeah, I mean,
that's part of the thing I want to say.
And yeah, we were talking about going to the movies. Like you used to go to the movies, big movie come out, everybody go down to the movie theater. And now, man, you go to the movie theater and you trying to get to your seat and you knock somebody's popcorn or step on somebody's sneakers, whatever. It's like a whole thing. Who wants to fucking go through that when you can just sit back at your house and just Netflix it up on your 60-inch or whatever? You know what I mean? I don't know. It just seems like, people have been relegated to a safe space, which is their house. At least at this point. If you were to watch YouTubes, you'd feel that, things were coming apart at the seams if all you did was watch YouTubes and you never went out of the house.
Well, I would tend to think that I guess he dropped off. I would tend to think that probably the whole 2020 indoor thing did affect a lot of people in that fashion. Like a lot of people just don't. I don't go out anymore, but I think that's just because I'm becoming a cranky old man.
Well, what about thinking you're going to get stuck somewhere? Like you went somewhere and then all of a sudden something like that happened and you're stuck somewhere. It's like when those people were on that cruise ship. And all of a sudden they found out some shit was going on the cruise ship. They didn't let them off.
Yeah, that's true.
That was another thing during that whole thing we talked about. There's a law. There's a maritime law that says if there's people on but you're not even supposed to come to port. And it was funny how they, just forgot about that law. But they just sat there and let him sit there in there. You had to stay in there. You couldn't leave. Now you just can't leave. So, I mean, that's another reason people started going, fuck that, I ain't going anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you hear all this shit, Paris ain't what it used to be. Look at the UK, so on and so forth. It's like, fuck, I wanted to go over there. I wanted to go to Scotland, I wanted to go to Ireland.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Italy.
I've been to a lot of those places, and I know people that are still over there, and I talk to them once in a while, and they're like, "Yeah, you wouldn't want to come back anymore."
That's what I'm saying.
And it's like, really, is it that bad? And it's like, yeah, it's that bad.
There's a moment, and we missed it. Now you can't. Now you just can't leave. It's just like that. I mean, who wants to? I'm seriously. Do you want to go through that? You could pay. I saw this thing the other day. You could pay $78 for this pass, and you provide them with whatever information they need out of you, and you don't have to wait in line at the airport. For $78.
Yeah, it's a new thing. It's not even the TSA, whatever they call it for the TSA.
$78, man. You're never waiting in line again.
Yep. Yeah, it's all digital now. You just wave your magic driver's license over the thing. Well, I mean, even for me, right? Was when the TSA agent like knew who I was, just standing in line, called me by name. Like I didn't even have, yeah, you can come over here. You know, I mean, the next thing is the computer will say, "Oh, yes, sir, you are welcome to join our flight." Or
Man. Yeah, well, I
what
mean,
what do you do when the computer says, "We decided that you're not eligible to fly today."
right, that's the thing
You know,
is you can't argue no matter what someone says, you can't argue with the computer. They go, "Well, it's the computer. It's the computer. It's the system."
Well, I mean, you can argue with the system as long as there's still a reasonable human there.
You can't
But
argue with the
what
system.
what happens when all those people are gone, right? And the
Mm.
computer just says, "No, you're denied access." That's
Right.
it.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, and if you proceed further, we're going to gas you or whatever they'll do to
you
know.
can't you cannot get around the system. Once the system is in place, it's too late. You can't get around the system. The system will just hang up on your ass. The system will run you around to a bunch of different, it's like when you call certain cell phone carriers, they have an AI that answers the phone and queries your question, and then based on whatever your question is, you'll be sent to the appropriate AI agent to handle your request. That's the way it is. And so if that's the way it is now, then that's the way it's going to be even more so in the future when you're calling any of this shit. Social
Well,
Security.
it's
any of
funny
this-
because even about a week or so ago, I had to make a support call, right? And I was talking to this, and I'm pretty sure it was, and I was like, I had to ask, are you an actual human or not? And it said, no, I'm not. And I was like, well, put me on with a real human,
Mhm.
But I didn't know it was a real human for the first 5 minutes of the conversation. And, I mean, at least it admitted it wasn't human.
Well, it's supposed to, I think. The other thing is, like we were saying, that video from the UK last night where the guy's going into the store and you got to scan this QR code or whatever. Or your QR code. You have a QR code that means it's you, apparently. And you shove it in there.
Yeah, that's becoming a thing in. I guess England's really like trying to get ahead of this curve. It wasn't Walmart. What was it? It was Aldi's, right? Aldi supermarkets.
Mm-hmm.
My best advice is go to a different store. Stop shopping at Aldi's and
Yeah, well, pretty soon,
let them know that you don't appreciate that.
once they all adopt it, then it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah.
In other words, once it becomes widely adopted as, hey, we're doing this because look, we don't want theft or whatever. We don't want no one coming in here. Unless you got enough money, to come in here, you can't even come in here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Well, if you got no money, what are you doing in here? You got no money, you shouldn't be in here, should you? You get the fuck out. That's how it's going to be.
Oh, you don't have the social status to purchase that steak, sir. Steak is only for people who make more than $50,000 a year.
Yeah, either that or you already.
You can eat the canned gruel instead.
Man,
And I guarantee it'll come to that.
it's going to come to that. It's going to come to that. But that other thing that we were talking about, the Peopleopolis or whatever it is, that's the thing is you get allotted so many calories a month. And if you eat up all your calories in the beginning, then you're starving at the end of the month. You're eating lettuce and kale or whatever.
I mean, in some respect, and you know how they roll it out too, because this is exactly what they'll do. They say, "Well, we're trying to keep you healthy, right? Think of if we restrict your calories and feed you what we believe, we're trying to keep you healthy. There will be no more overweight people under this new system because everybody will be only allotted the calories they actually need. You won't be able to go out and, buy 4 bags of bonbons to sit and eat on your couch while you're watching a movie. And if you comply with that, your insurance premiums will go down too. I'm sure that system will roll out at some point.
Man, are you kidding? Seriously, this is from this here. Hold on a second. Let me just make sure I'm not going to get screwed. All right, hold on. Listen, this is from 19 years ago. Here's a oldie but a goodie. 19 years ago.
The Palace, guaranteed hot in 30 minutes or it's free. This is Mary. May I take your order?
Hi, Mary. Yes, I'd like to order.
Is this Mr. Kelly?
Yes?
Thank you for calling again, sir. I show your national identification number is 610-204-999-8-45-54610. Is that correct?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. I see you live at 736 Montrose Court, but you're calling from your cell phone. Are you at home?
I'm just leaving work, but I'm...
Oh, we can deliver to Bob's Auto Supply. That's at 175 Lincoln Avenue, yes?
No, I'm on my way home. How do you know all this stuff?
We just got wired into the system, sir.
Oh, well, I'd like to order a couple of your double meat special pizzas.
Sure thing. There'll be a new $20 charge for those, sir.
What do you mean?
Sir, the system shows me that your medical records indicate that you have high blood pressure and extremely high cholesterol. Luckily, we have a new agreement with your national health care provider that allows us to sell you double meat pies as long as you agree to waive all future claims.
His thing also says impotence and eczema. She has his medical records on the screen.
Liability.
What?
Do you agree, sir? You can sign the form when we deliver, but there is a charge for processing. The total is $67 even.
$67?
Well, that includes the delivery surcharge of $15 to cover the added risk to our driver of traveling through an orange zone.
I live in an orange zone?
Now you do. Looks like there was another robbery on Montrose yesterday. You could save $48 if you ordered our special Sprout Submarine combo and picked it up yourself. Comes with tofu sticks. Those are very tasty, sir. Good value, too.
But I want double meat.
Well, I'm sure you can afford the $67 then. You just bought those tickets to Hawaii. They weren't cheap, eh? Oh, but I see you checked out the budget beach bum at the library last week. Up to you, sir.
All right. I'll get the Sprout subs.
Good choice, sir. Gotta watch that waist if you're hitting the beach, eh? 42 inches. Wow. Man, I'd say tofu and sprouts is like required.
That's how much?
Just between you and me, there's a $3 off coupon in this month's Total Men's Fitness magazine. Your wife Betty subscribes to that, right? Anyhow, clip that and it's $19.99 even. Whoa, looks like you maxed out on all your credit cards. Bring cash, okay?
Want to stop this from happening?
See?
Yep.
I
Here
mean,
we are.
you got to see here. I was trying to give you guys a link to this because, hold on. You got to watch.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
You guys got to watch the screen that the woman at the pizza place sees about the guy. It's showing all his health effects, showing the size of his waist, what kind of wallet he has. Check it out. It's literally, 19 years ago.
Yeah.
So what's she saying? Oh, we just came online to the system. 19 years
With
ago.
your
the
national ID number, that.
Yeah. And she sees all your health information. She sees everything. Yeah. Get that double Sprout submarine with tofu sticks. It's a good value.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's always something. All right. Listen, it's almost time to go. We got like 3 minutes left. Any closing thoughts before we head out?
I don't know, man. It's disgusting.
It is. Well, just stay in your house. Who knows? No. I mean, what are you going to do at this point? How can you? The thing is that look at the number one thing was to never let it out on the internet. Okay, they let it out on the internet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, once you break the main rule, then everything else is up in the air at this point.
Well, I look at this in a way too, right? Like there was, we kind of known this was coming. I mean, there've been stuff in what did I watched Future Shock this morning actually.
Yeah.
Or the documentary about Future Shock with Orson Welles.
Uh-huh.
And that was 1972, and they were talking about the computers taking over back then. And you think about it, it's what, 50 years ago, right? 55 years ago. And, it was spot on the money, man.
Future Shock.
Future Shock, 1972. Check it out. You'd be amazed at what they predicted and where we are now.
Mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. No, no. Oil wasted on the oceans and upon our seas. Fish full of mercury. Oh, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. No, no. Radiation underground and in the sky. Animals and birds who live nearby.
All right. Well, we'll see you next.
That was exactly what I was going to say too. Is we take this risk, right? We've let the AI out on the internet, just like they took the risk when they developed the nuclear bomb, because they didn't know if it was going to end everything or not. But they tested it anyway, just because.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you next time. Thanks for being here.
All right, everybody. Have a good night.
Good night.